Hello, everybody. This is Double Team Man with another under 15-minute video. This one is on the Big Brother 25 rankings preseason. First, I listed all the players, then I rated the players based on how their fandom. Because I think fandom, how big of a fan you are is really important in this game. Then I add the rankings of other things, kind of age, how you fit into the season, how I think you'll do competition-wise compared to the rest of the season or the rest of the cast. I think you compared intelligence-wise. I looked at all those things. Then I ranked the players. Then I basically, cross my fingers and hope I got it right. Let's see where I get. Here's my ranking. Here's my listing of all the players. I just have their names, picture, age, job, and I'm going to add in their fandom, based on their interviews and stuff that I saw. The one that everybody saw, or at least should have. It's easy. Go to YouTube. You can get it real quick. Um, so this is what I did. I looked at all this, then I added in their fandom. I got 3 rated 10, which is the highest. America, Cameron, and Corey. Needless to say, these 3 will be my top people because I believe being a big fan is really important. And thing with Jared Fields, he's a 9. I have him up there. So I'm going to have him, up there as far as the ranking goes. So let's get this thing started. Forgot. Here's a fandom. 3 10s, a 9, 8, and you start dipping down here. A lot of these ones in the middle here are kind of unknown. It's hard to tell based on what little we saw. I tried to figure out how they would do in the HOH competitions and how they would do in longevity competitions. I rated them based on that. Look for the age, kind of what's a good age, or where are you ranked age-wise? Youngest, 20, 21 is 1, 16, blah, blah, blah. And then how you would intelligence based on your job and what I thought. Looked at all that. Number 1, Corey Wertenberger. He's a super fan. Watched the live feeds. His brother was on Survivor. I assume his big brother. He has a plan, which is not to be a threat, which is good. And at 21, he's the youngest in the cast and a college student. He's really, really a super fan, and he's got that body type that he can really do good at the end. He's got that really slim body, which will help him at the end with the longevity competitions. He could sneak in. Cameron, kind of the same thing. He's a super fan, rated the same as Cody. He's a decent athlete. He sounded way more confident than he looks to me. His age is a plus. He's 34. For this year, it's really good age. A little bit on the high side, but just a hair. He's laid back, which can be good, can be bad. Stay at home dad, kind of concerning. He really appears to be in for the long game. If he can get past the first couple weeks, he could win. His most dangerous part is in the beginning. Jared Fields, he's the son of a legendary Siri. If anybody figures it out, he could be an early boot. I don't think people are going to figure it out. Could be wrong. Youngest of 11 children, which is going to help with the house the way it is. He's a very big fan. He doesn't call himself a super fan, so I didn't call him a super fan, but I think he's close to being a super fan. He should be able to win Big Brother comps due to his body and how smart and how well he knows the game. He's 25, so that's I'm gonna get rid of this thing here. He's a good age, 25. A little bit on the young side, but not bad. America Lopez. What a name, America. First of all, she's a super fan, the last one to be on the list. She understands and is willing to lie and backstab, says so openly, not going to have a problem with it. Using kitchen and cleaning as a strategy, very good. People like you. They're going to want to keep you around if you feed them. It's a really good psychological thing. Excellent age, 27 for this year. It's 7th oldest. Very good, right in the middle there. She's bubbly, friendly, and willing to flirt. Easily could win this game. Bowie Jane, very good fan. I rated her at 8. Hard to tell. She had watched Big Brother in Australia when it first came on, even before it hit America, I guess, according to her. And then she watched it in America. So, she could be really big. She's very likable, great energy. Like I said, from Australian. I think that will help. She has things to talk to. She was a lawyer, which means she's smart and knows how to talk. She's now a DJ, which is good because it's her cover story. She's a DJ. 45, a little bit old, but she appears fit, so may not be that big of an issue. And she had the best line of all the interviews. She said stuff before this and she said stuff after, but this is the meat of it. Obviously, this is a numbers game at the start, only the start. I think she's right. I had to think about it because that caught me off guard. Never heard that before. In the beginning, it's all about numbers. It's all about that big alliance. Once you get into the jury, it's more about connections. It's more about personal relationships and getting out the big threats. Not not so much about numbers anymore. Assam, I'm not going to say his last name because I don't want to butcher it. I don't think his Big Brother knowledge is high, but I don't think it's non-existent. I think he watched it, but not only the regular season stuff, only the stuff. Could be wrong, but I'm guessing no live feeds, no podcasts, no YouTube. Physically, he might be the best. He might also be the smartest. He's a doctor in geriatrics. At 45, it could be a slight issue. Good chance, good cast to be in for him. He could go all the way. He could. Who knows? Riley Smedley. She's an above average fan. I could tell by her answers. Could be much higher. Physically, I think she's high because you look at those arms. She looks like she has guns on her. She's an ex basketball player. I think she acts dumb, but I think she acts dumb for the camera. I'm not sure if I buy it. She says she's ditzy, and I'll take her to word that she's ditzy. But just because you're ditzy doesn't mean you're dumb, flighty, kind of like all over the place, scatterbrained. But in a private moment, when it comes time to making decisions, she might be smart. We'll see. We'll see. I'm ready her eye. I don't think she's as dumb as she says she is. Or she's putting out there, I should say. Jag Baines. He could be really good. Um, he's got good game knowledge. He's very likable. 25. He's on a little bit of the young side. Not bad. Pretty good though. Appears not to be one of the physically gifted guys. Doesn't appear to be one of the smartest people. His strength is he's very likable. That's why he's up at 8. Not being able to win competitions could be an issue. He could go all the way. Easy. Knock out a few of those super studs and you're set to go. He's got some work to do. Nicole Hayes. I'm not sure she's a Big Brother fan. Could be. Hard to tell from what we saw, but I'm not saying she is. That's all I'm saying about her. Political strategist. That's kind of why I have her as high as I do. 30 is an excellent age for this house. Great for this house. Right where is excellent. It's a sweet spot. She appears she could be somewhat of a physical threat, at least when it comes to longevity. That's how I read her. I red hotly love this guy. Decent fan. I think he underplayed how much of a fan he is. He said a lot of really Big Brother intelligent things when he was saying it. So I think he underplayed how it is. He's very likable. Occupation is a sales, which is a plus. I think he says he's going to keep that a secret. We'll see how good he is at doing that. Age 37 could be an issue, but in this cast, not so much. I mean, it could be. It is a good season because of the age of the cast and because of the uniqueness, because he's really going to stand out. He may not stand out that much this year. Izzy, good knowledge, good age, 32. She's likable. She appears to be more concerned about representing her group than she does about winning. That's my biggest concern with her. Other than that, I'd probably have her a lot higher, quite frankly. Luke, I can't read him. I have no idea. His interview was either being sarcastic, which means he's really good, or he's telling the truth, which means he's probably going to be the first boot. I put him at 12 because I kind of think he was telling the truth. I don't think it was being sarcastic. Could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, he could win this thing. He's a wild card. She's a real wild card. She only had like 15 seconds of interview time. We got almost nothing from her. She appears to be a replacement. Um, Either that, I guess, I've said replacement, and either that or else, I guess it could be that she's just so bad in front of a camera that they just didn't want to show it. Her job as a brand strategist to me sounds suspicious. Sounds like it could be a clerk, and Big Brother got a hold of her resume and said, "Okay, what'd you do as a clerk?" Blah 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 blah. Okay, well, that's a brand strategist. Okay, so that's what she does. Put strategy in the name. Everybody thinks you can play Big Brother. From what little we saw, to me, it appears like she does not know Big Brother, and she's a stuck-up princess. But like I said, we didn't see anything. She could be the exact opposite. Kirsten Elwin does not appear to know Big Brother at all, but is very smart. She's a molecular biologist. Appears clueless about the game, but being smart gives her a chance. Physically, to me, she seems more skinny than anything else, so I'm not sure how much she's going to be good at challenges. Could be wrong. That's how I see it. Alicia Cannon. Kind of hard to tell how much she knows the game based on the interview. She seemed very cagey. At 63 is going to be a big issue. Being old, overweight, and old makes it unlikely she's going to win any physical competitions. And she's here to see if others see her the way she sees herself or something like that. Obviously, not a strong competitor, not likely to win the game. It's just obvious. Maybe she'll win. Who knows? Anybody can win it this year. And 16, this big, buff, blonde haired guy. Oh, he's a Deaf Olympics gold medalist. He's deaf and he can read lips from afar. What's not to love about him? Well, he doesn't know anything about Big Brother. His answers really look coached. He says he was too busy. Basically, if he ran across it, he'd watch it. Never turned it on. Couldn't tell you what day or time or what days of the week it was on. He is not a Big Brother fan. He has no really real strategy except for the fact that he said he didn't want to win too much to become too much of a threat. If you don't know the game and the Big Brother's telling you what to say, that's easy to say outside the house. Once you get inside, it gets a lot more difficult. To me, he looks like a physical threat with no Big Brother game. That equals early boot. It's just too much of a threat to keep around. These are my top 10. I have 3 guys in the top 5 and 2 girls. And I have 3 guys and 2 girls in the bottom 5. I'm not a real big fan of the female cast here. I mean, there are a couple. I love America. I love Bowie Jane. Riley, I think, has potential, and so's Nicole. I just think the guys outshine them. I think there are more super fans that are guys and real physical threats. Yep, that's my video. Thank you very much. Bye.